Hey YouTube, not more than a couple days ago, I sat for many hours trying to decide what I should make a video on. And today I decided I'm not going to do that. We all know what we want to watch, let's be honest with ourselves. There is lots of stuff going on in the Rocket League community, but nothing is as consistently exciting right now as Zen POV. It's just the nature of the game. We like to watch stuff that pushes the boundaries, and nobody is pushing the boundaries harder right now than this guy. I mean, Nupo is actually pretty up there. I wish that Nupo maybe got the same kind of hype that Zen did. I would maybe even expect a level of craziness from him when he joins back into MENA RLCS. But the reality is right now it's about Zen. So we'll check out some Zen replays, and I decided I wanted to see how he played alongside Fairy Peak. I went and looked at his recent replays and saw that he had been queuing teamed up with Fairy Peak, and I imagine a lot of these top French players can team up on occasion. And I thought about asking Zen as well for some reason, and I might end up doing it. I might tweet it right after doing this video. How about that? I'll make an agreement with you. I'm going to tweet at Zen and say, which French players did you look up to? Because I was very interested in finding out. A lot of people talk about how young Zen is and how, you know, when the game came out, he was 7 years old. So he has to have had some legends that he looked up to, and I imagine it was probably the French players, but you never know. So I'll try and figure out as he plays alongside Fairy Peak, one of the legends that he may or may not have looked up to. You guys can check out my Twitter if you want to see if Zen answered me, because it could be interesting. But we're going to watch from Zen POV, and of course today he hits some nutty shots, both at the end of the two games that we're going to be watching. I went over them real quick just to make sure they were entertaining for you, and of course they are. We've done this before where we just grab a random Zen replay and it never fails to impress. So this guy needs to start streaming and uploading some of his own replays, because if he just did the two ranked replays that, like the squishy formula that was long since put onto the scene, he could be doing really well. So hopefully he does. For now, I'll do it for you guys. I'll give you the gap in content that exists as him and Fairy Peak up 3-0 already. He tries to slot yet another one. They are queuing together, as I'll show you the scoreboard real quick. Zen and the RLCS Season 7 World Champion Fairy Peak are queuing on the same team. Zen was close to being able to dunk that one back down, but just not quite getting there. Zen with space has to be dangerous, certainly in ranked lobbies, where the defense is probably a bit more light than RLCS. Fairy Peak got bumped, so it will be Zen all alone. Good decision by him to turn and challenge before the lead blocker got ahead. On the other field, Mizixi is playing in the RLCS in the MENA region. And by the way, I wanted to mention, as I record this video, it's going to go out today probably after the MENA RLCS stuff has gone on Friday. But assuming Rule 1 handles business, there's going to be big MENA regional action going on Saturday on twitch.tv/Rule1GG, and I'm the host there, and they're not paying me here to advertise it, but it'd be great for you guys to check it out because it is going to be well worth watching. And if a couple more people show up, you know, maybe they give me the credit for it and continue to hire me, because I would love to work forever at Rule1GG. So check that out tomorrow. Make sure you go drop that channel a follow. That's Sunless Khan's org, by the way. Here's the nasty shot from Zen that I believe inspires a forfeit. Oh, it actually doesn't inspire a forfeit, but we'll go back in and check what happened. I was slightly distracted plugging my eventual commentating, but off the ceiling double, off the backboard double, and it's all free. It's all free for Zen. 4-1 with 1:55 left to go. What else do Zen and Fairy Peak have in store in this one? Fairy Peak pre-jumping. You can see, and they said, oh, they forfeited. They forfeited there. Okay, I knew the game ended early, but I didn't know it ended right here before the redirect happened. Oh my, they saw they were going to get clipped on, and they just forfeited. That's amazing. That's top tier defense. I can't believe they did that. That is such a 5-head play. Fairy was about to absolutely style falling from the ceiling, and Fairy and Zen, the games I saw them play together, this is kind of the stuff they go for. After they've been playing for a while, they definitely start going for clips. And maybe Fairy was going to just launch it to this side wall. Like, it was going to be pretty tough redirect because it looks like he's using his flip right now. but we have to assume it was going in, and Mizixi and Wozian seem to think it was. But we have one more Zen and Fairy Peak replay, so let's go get to it. In this game, Zen doing his favorite Beast Mode cosplay in the version 1 decal. And we're on Deadeye Oasis again. And I couldn't be happier about it. Deadeye Oasis is such a beautiful map. Especially when I don't have to play in it. Ooh, can Zen fight through that bump? You know, if I just have to watch, seeing the beautiful background is amazing. I wonder what the players feel about playing it. I don't actually play the game too much. I need to get my rewards still. Gotta get those Grand Champ rewards. By the way, people ask me all the time, I'm Grand Champ in 2s. It's about a game away from Grand Champ 2. Now you guys know, I've been Grand Champ since forever. And I only ever played 2v2s nowadays. But anyways, who cares about me? We are back to Zen. I bet you he has his SSL rewards. If I had to guess, I bet he's got them finished. What do you guys think? Zen deciding to back off this one. Saw the eventual boom coming. Franchi actually had a chance to put something on target. That was a very important touch by Acro because his second man on his team was up after a very aggressive attack, and so Zen would have had free range had he been able to get a pass. What a shot! That's a great shot from Franchi. 2-0 for Acro and Franchi. I know Acro is an RLCS player, but it's courtesy of Franchi that we have this replay. So whether or not he's an RLCS player or not, he's the best. Acro, round double. Doesn't get anything out of it. Look at this pre-jump from Franchi. He knows where to go. He knows he's in a lobby against Zen. So go immediately to the ceiling. Do your best to try and force him to the ground. I've talked about that multiple times, but it's never been more prevalent, I feel, in the games I've been watching recently, as everybody defends the ceiling as prime real estate. Anything low is considered easy to save for the teammates, so no need to cover. But even in 1v1s without teammates, it's been happening. Look at the wall dash setup. Oh my goodness, the wall dash hook shot, power shot. We're gonna watch it again real quick because that is beautiful. Zen actually has 100 to work with too. Uses up, I guess, all of it in the corner here. So yeah, he does eventually have 0, and now just chain dashes to stick with the ball and set up the, oh, it's pure. It's pure. It's absolutely perfect uses of wall dash. You don't have any boost to work with, but you keep the speed to stay with the ball. And he needed that exact angle for the hook shot. He's chasing demos down. He just turned on his Woody camera. He was looking for respawns. You love to see it. Fairy Peak and Zen maybe getting away with one as that ball bounces just barely above the crossbar. Zen no boost to work with again. He'll head to the midfield. Tap past one. Can Fairy Peak finish it? No. Played it a bit quick. Acro was going to be there. I think Zen got a bit surprised that Acro laid off the ball. He felt like he was going to have to challenge someone, and then all of a sudden Acro wasn't there, so he just challenges the wall. But the Solary player, using his own goal explosion, is going to make it work all by himself. I think Fairy Peak can make some solo plays. What do you guys think? Something tells me when he's playing a 1v1 or even a 1v2, he just might be able to find his own offense. That is not a good decision. You can't be popping the ball up for Zen. That's like a T-ball. He is impossible for him to miss that close to the net. He's got a hard cheat on this kickoff. Does pop right over the top of him. Low 50 and punished. All because of the hard cheat. Couldn't make it back in time for a good, solid defensive challenge. And it's going to be a tie game halfway through. Kickoff win for Fairy, and he just slots it. Make it 4-3. These guys slamming kickoff goals like crazy. Fairy Peak demoed in the process of winning the ball to the blue corner. Zen, fairly dangerous 50 considering Fairy Peak was upfield. That kind of redirect, you know, it wouldn't have taken that much of a different touch for that to be something that could go on target. Did Acro just pass it to Zen? I don't know if it was Fairy or Acro, but either way, another one that you cannot bank on Zen missing. He'll just chip it on target. Another really aggressive cheat that Zen is doing here with Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak pre-jumping, and Zen Can't intercept it. They're up 2, and they're ready to start the shenanigans. I don't know if they're going for the team pinch, but Feer's going to get demoed. And now they're only up 1. Fairy Peak has been streaming, at least somewhat recently. There's a chance that they stream these games live. The Solary decal, by the way, is really cool. I think Fairy Peak is using it. I actually recommend going for it if all you care about is looks in the esports item shop and not the team. I mean, you can also support Solary. Nothing wrong with supporting Solary, but if you are just going pure looks. Zen wants to keep control of the ball. Actually, a smooth catch, but good call by Acro on the way back to cut back through the play. You should see that in 2v2s a lot. If you haven't been doing that in your 2s games, know that that is probably the right decision. A lot of people talk about recovering wide, and that might make a bit more sense in 3v3 where you have 2 different people who can challenge. But 2v2, that second defender should be playing extra passive. They should never be going all in. And that means you, as the recoverer, can be the one to be aggressive and challenge. Zen cannot get anything off the back wall. He's going to backflip as he waits to see what happens with this possession. And now, can he go the full distance? I mean, it is Zen after all. But Franchi stays around to keep Zen being able to get it past the midfield. Franchi with control. Zen shadowing. Set up to the backboard. Zen controls this into the corner. Pre-flips off the back wall. Little wall dash to keep speed. A little wave dash on the ground. And a little pop. That elicits a forfeit from his opponent. But this is just such a smooth goal. Including the wall dash previously. But he's so quick off the wall. Has the read. Pre-flips into the soft touch. And then, does he get a reset or does he just get to the ground fast enough? This was something I wanted to check real quick. I don't think he gets a reset there. He must, though. Okay, am I crazy? One sec. Sorry. I want to see what happens here. I'm going to slow it down. Does he jump off? I think he just jumps off with his second jump available still and then goes to the ground. I don't think there's a reset happening there. But still, crazy movement. Crazy perfect movement, as we know from Zen. 6-4 and a forfeit with 3 seconds left to go. Franchi and Acro no longer have faith in taking down Zen and Fairy Peak. So the new talent of France queues up with the old, I say old talent. He's probably like 22 or something, maybe if even. He's still making regionals and he's still playing at a high level. Fairy Peak and Zen, quite the duo. What kind of videos do you guys want to see next? I'm down to run whatever you guys want. So leave it in the comments for next time.